Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I've decided to do a reading asking the spirit of the Gharial for advice. And for this deck, it's a new deck, so I decided to only pull from the major arcana. But the 4 cards I received were Temperance, I find clarity through calm, the Star card, I am inspired and positive about the future, Reclaim Your Energy, and New Blueprints. So for this first card, as you can see, she's trying to stay balanced and she's being very careful, making sure she's pouring the water from one to the other vase. She's trying to remain grounded. So right now is a good time if you're having any kind of indecisiveness, any kind of worry about new changes or challenges in your life, just remembering to step outside of that fear and worry into the observer sometimes to really try and see what it is you're needing or lacking in your life right now can help you tap into this more calm and balance if you're not feeling that way right now. Just remembering that it helps to really ask yourself questions. Ask yourself how you're feeling. Ask yourself what keeps going on in your mind, what keeps coming up that might be making you feel a little more uncertain about life. And just remembering that when you have a closer relationship with yourself and your spirit team, it's a lot easier to tap into this energy. Obviously, life happens and we can get overwhelmed with stuff, but the more we practice these tools, the better that we get at understanding ourselves and being able to tap into that part of ourselves more easily so we're not completely dysregulated by whatever might be happening in our lives. So this is I find clarity through calm. If you're needing to work with any type of crystals that work with the throat chakra, if you're feeling like you need to have more encouragement for yourself or speak up for yourself, any type of blue stones are usually good and associated with the throat chakra. And even just speaking more to your inner self, speaking more to what you need. If right now maybe you've been not as tapped in with your spirit team or haven't been asking them for help and clarity as much, or if you haven't been as much connected to your higher self, whatever type of spiritual practices you ascribe to, now would be a good time to just set a little time for that if you're feeling a little disconnected or uncertain about things. And for the next card, we got the Star card. I am inspired and positive about the future. So as you see, she's similar with her in the sense that they are both have the pitchers of water, but hers is more of a balance from the past and stepping into the future. She is both in both these elements trying to have that connection. You might be at a crossroads right now, trying to make a decision for yourself, trying to figure out which path is most helpful for you. But just remembering that you are always going through different changes, and whether this is a big or small change, you have your team behind you that's always looking out for you. There is always magic in your life if you're willing to really step outside of the thought loops that you might have right now and really focus on the beauty of life, focus on the good things in your life and the people that have helped you along the way, whether these are spiritual beings, whether these are ancestors, or whether it's just your own intuition that has helped you along this journey. So just being able to focus on all of those different things in order to help you on this path, and remembering that if you are making sure not to just overstress yourself or worry, you will be able to find the right choice for yourself. You will be able to find what is best for your highest good if you just take the time to sit with you and not let any kind of fear loops or anxiety get the best of you, because we do have better choices if we aren't having a super dysregulated nervous system. So not just making a choice out of fear or out of like, well, I think this is all I can do, and just allowing yourself to remain optimistic and hopeful and focusing your energy on what helps balance you. And for this card, we got Reclaim Your Energy. And with this card, it talks a lot about like where your focus goes, your energy flows, that we each have a decision on what we want to focus on. And it can be easy to fall into the negativity or fear, or to wear ourselves thin, worrying about the people around us and trying to put others first. But reminding yourself that you are very important to focus on as well. You are very important to take care of. Like, it's easy to worry about the people around you, but the people around you that care about you, they don't want you drained, they don't want you overwhelmed, and they don't want you unhappy. So just remember to take care of your vessel, to take care of your mind, and to speak kindly to yourself and others. The more you decide to turn your energy into things that will help you grow, that will help you feel balanced, that will help you feel hopeful, the more energized you'll feel, the more you have clarity in your decisions. And it's not about just forgetting about anything bad or just ignoring anything negative in your life. It's just a matter of making sure that you aren't letting the things around you in life drain you or pull you down or make you feel hopeless. We have to have a balance. We have to make sure we're taking care of ourselves, because it can be easy to get scared or worried about the uncertainty of life or the things that are going on in the world. And it's good to be like that because it shows that you have empathy, but it's also important to know, like, hey, I still have to look out for myself. Like, being just overwhelmed and stressed out all the time is not helpful to the people I care about, and it's not helpful to myself. So whether it's making sure you are taking better care of your physical vessel, drinking more water, eating more vegetables, fruits, any type of health style that might be able to help you out, or whether it's, what am I thinking about? What am I worrying about? What am I focusing on? Have I been sitting with myself and making plans for the steps I want to take for my betterment of myself and the people I care about? Have I been spending too much time worrying about things? Have I spent too much time just disconnected from myself completely through social media, through watching TV, things like that? Have I really taken time to be with myself? And again, it's not that you can't have worries or you can't have like brain rot days or, stay in bed days. It's just, again, a matter of like really focusing on the fact, hey, have I been okay lately? Have I been doing all right? Just remember to nurture that inner child and to check in with yourself so that you're not being drained by anything that is goes from one thing, from worrying about something or focusing on something, to the other end of the spectrum where it's becoming detrimental and it's no longer serving you. And just making sure you're focusing that energy on what will help uplift you and will be for your best. And for the last card we received, it was New Blueprints. And with this, it's just a reminder that we can have an impact on the world, on our surroundings, and our choices create a ripple effect into the macro. Every single decision we decide to make helps create our reality and the collective reality. So if you're willing to put in those goals, put in those steps, whether they're big or small, to make each day better for yourself and each day better for those around you, it will help create more examples for others around you. Even just a smile to a stranger can help make their day. It's like, I used to work in retail and you just see it all the time. You'd have people that would just come in very unhappy, and they would just be releasing a lot of negativity or just being cruel to people for no reason. And it's like they had a choice to make and they were so trapped in their own pain or in their own frustrations. And you have to turn around and make the decision to either follow in those footsteps or be different and decide like, hey, the way they treated me really affected me, so I don't want to do that to anybody else, and I'm going to make the decision to do the opposite, or to be a little more cognizant of the way I talk to people or the way I treat people. I think sometimes people get so caught up in their own thoughts or their own problems that it can be easy for them to forget that, and they just kind of go through life reacting, not realizing the way that they speak to others or the way they treat others, or even just their demeanor can affect other people's energy, especially people who are very sensitive to those types of energies. So just making the decision for yourself, like, what kind of world am I wanting to build for myself and for the people to come? What kind of reality do I want to live in? And yeah, it can definitely be hard sometimes because we all get tired. We all have different problems that happen in our life, but just reminding yourself each day, like, what beauty do I want to see in today or in myself or in the world around me, and setting that example. So there's like a quote that's like, everyone thinks of changing the world, but no one thinks of changing themselves. And it's like in, esoteric talks, it's like, as above, so below, as within, so without. And it's like, it's easy for me to point the finger at other people and their behaviors, but if I can't control other people, everybody has their own free will, then the best I can do is set an example and do my best to show others how to lead with kindness, how to lead with patience and optimism. And I think it's important for all of us to remember that, and just remember, like, what do you want to bring to the world? Do you want to bring laughter? Do you want to bring art? Do you want to bring creativity? Do you want to bring understanding? There's just so many different ways that we all can play a part in the world. And it doesn't matter how big or small of a difference it is, whether it's something like this card mentioned, like picking up trash or something, or even like holding the door open for someone. It's just all these little steps, all these little pebbles of kindness and understanding that can help build the foundation to a better world for all of us. So that was my reading for today, though, and I hope this was helpful, and thank you all for watching, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day.